There are many ways to get multiple cameras on your video feed. Through Alexa, you can use a Fire TV stick, or through an NVR setup. But I'll tell you something interesting. If you don't want to pay for an NVR system, or if you don't want advertisements blasted into your face, there's only one semi-stable way that I can think of to get an NVR-like camera setup on your home account. And that is Tiny Cam Monitor Pro. The budget alternative to an NVR camera system. Next up on Houston's Home Automation. So Tiny Cam Monitor Pro can be had on the Alexa Fire TV stick. When I paid for it, I think I paid maybe $1.99 for it one time for the Tiny Cam Monitor Pro Edition, which gives you some interesting features that aren't on the basic version. But honestly, you can find any camera monitor app on your Fire TV stick and you'll get generally the same results. The Tiny Cam Monitor Pro app is what it says. It's a budget way to get a multiple feed on your home TV without the use of a NVR system, or in Wise's case, using your web browser to go online and look at your cameras that way all at the same time. It runs off of any available Amazon Fire TV stick and can be patched to any of your web-based security cameras in your house. Not just Wise, but the whole lot of them. Arlo, Blink, Eufy, many more cameras. So from its main menu, I'll show you how to set up one of your cameras into the Tiny Cam Home Monitor app. So what you want to go do is go to Manage Cameras, and then you want to go to Add IP Camera at the top. And then from here, this is where you can put in whatever camera brand you want, whatever you want to name the camera, and the models of camera underneath. So if we go to TP-Link, we see now that the camera is TP-Link and that the model is generic, but it has all the brands of cameras that TP-Link makes. So you would go in here and you would select the TP-Link and you would select your camera model. And then you would hypothetically, you can skip all this IP host name address stuff. That's if you have the IP type of cameras. But what you want to do if you have one of the app-based webcams is to simply go in and put in your username and password that you would have used on your app. So let's say if you're using TP-Link, then you would use TP-Link's username and password, and you would be patched through into, this would sort of backdoor its way into that camera app. And don't worry, it does have this 2 levels of security encryption. So when you get the code sent to your email, that comes up on this screen too. And once you get past all of that, you would go into test the camera. Now, if this was correct, you would see IP addresses, all these numbers light up, and a picture of the camera to make sure it's working. And if it fails, you will get this video failed, check host name and port number to let you know that you put some of your information in wrong. Very tedious work. There are other YouTube videos on that. I'm just giving a general review for my clients of Houston's Home Automation. And when you're through with all that, you will have your cameras. You will have to put each camera in. So say if you have 4 or 5 different cameras, like I do with Wisecam, rather than putting the IP address and username and password in on each and every camera, you would just simply go to camera UID and you would find the cameras that correspond with your app, and they will populate on this menu here. Now in these other menus, you can have the cameras record to the Amazon TV Fire Stick, but I wouldn't suggest it because it's only 8 gigs of memory on that stick. And you can have it give you motion warnings. This app give you motion warnings instead of what you get on your phone from your camera's provider. And this gets really detailed. It can do object detection, which is pretty cool. It can do object detection for pets. It can do face detection. It can recognize faces. It can record when it sees faces. It can even zoom in if it tracks motion. So we'll leave that on to see how that works. If it's on background mode, it can wake up on motion. It can, of course, like I said, record to storage. So it does a lot in this app, which does make it useful. But the problem with this app, if I'm honest, is this is very glitchy, if I can say that. This is very enthusiast heavy. I actually tried to put this in a client's gym, and it literally just glitched and crashed and brought down his entire system. It's only meant for cameras, I'm going to say less than maybe 12 cameras, and you'd better have a very robust internet system to use this TinyCam Pro app. I can go very deep into this because there are a lot of menus and sub-menus. So if you have any questions, please comment down below. I can give you pretty detailed information on how to set things up. Plus, there are tons of videos on YouTube which help me set up these TinyCam Pro app. So anyway, thanks for listening to me. I've been Patrick Houston from Houston's Home Automation, and this has been my quick and dirty review on the TinyCam Pro app. Thanks a ton for listening to me. Have a blessed day.